Welcome to Boxing Fans Talk TV. Y'all know I had to come in for this one. Y'all see the headline. Breaking news. Devin Haney didn't just lose his fight with Ryan Garcia. He essentially got his ass whooped for many reasons. And we're going to talk about those reasons. But y'all know what time it is. You know how I do. First, let's turn to Welcome back to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, TDT. You can refer to me as Ms. T. We're going to get into this Devin Haney news. But first, y'all know what I do at the top of my hour. Water check. Here at Boxing Fans Talk TV, we advise or advocate that everybody drinks plenty of water per day. It's not enough that you drunk a lot today and then don't drink enough tomorrow. This is an everyday thing. And between here and going forward, we don't see why anybody should have dehydration problem. The news is out. It's everywhere. It's always been out. But with social media being what it is and the internet being fingertips away, everybody got the message. Drink your water. Now, we know that a lot of people don't like to drink water. We get it. We get it. But you must drink water. And if you're not a big water drinker, start off with at least 2 cups of water a day. That's first thing in the morning before your toes hit the ground. When you wake up and you get into your routine of the day, have 8 ounces of water sitting on the nightstand ready to go. Act like your body's an engine and the water is the lube. It's going to help things move in a timely and efficient manner. The second time is at night when you take your shower and you're about to put on your PJs. You don't go to sleep right away. In fact, the American Heart Association agrees that drinking water around this time before you lay down for your night's rest is essential to your heart. And you gotta go with that. So there's a lot of things going on at night when you sleep. I'm not talking about a cat nap. I'm talking about a deep sleep when you go through all the different phases of a sleep, or the realms of sleep. A lot of reads going on: rebooting, recharging, redirecting, recreating, revamping, restructuring. All kinds of things are going on. And that's a lot of work. And it needs water. It needs water to fuel it. After all, your body is like, 70% water approximately? And it's a fun fact is that the average person, this is everybody, burns between 900 to 1,000 calories in one night's rest. That's a lot of calories. That's going to help you the next day when you working out and try. If you're in the business of trying to burn calories, that's a great help. So that's why sleep is important. You burn more calories when you sleep doing nothing than when you're actually active. So that's why it's important to drink your water and help things move in a timely and efficient way. And like I said, clear out some stuff, clean up some stuff while it's in there. But enough of that. We're going to get on to some light housekeeping. Please, 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 if you're joining, hit the like and share and subscribe button. If you've already hit the subscribe button, you don't need to do it again. You're already locked in. But do hit the like and share button. And I can be reached at boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. That's boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. It's on the screen. And I'm not monetized. For whatever reason, I can't get YouTube to show love to my channel. It's okay. So you can, get around the monetization that they give and hit my Cash App up at Boxing Fans Talk TV. That's Boxing Fans Talk TV. That's my Cash App. Hit me up for this good content. And I try to come on Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you all know, my true followers know that I got a lot on my plate. Moving, packing out. Don't really have all my gear. And getting ready for a wedding. And I would like to say rip to our little dog, Chloe. She got her wings today. We surely going to miss her and everything. So all my fur babies are gone. My cat died some years ago. My boy dog, he died in December, this past December, and then my girl dog died. So we're gonna take a break from having some animals, but they were a joy, and I thank God that they was able to be a part of our family. So Rip, Chloe, we love you and we miss you. But and it makes it easier because she died because she was old. My boy dog died when he was old. And sometimes, my cat died because, he got into something he shouldn't have, and it cost him. And it was the humane thing to do to put him down. But we know they with us for a short time, and they bring so much joy to the family. They are the family. So rip to all my fur babies. May they rest in peace. But now let's get into this breaking news. I might need some mood music. I tried to told y'all. And normally I'd be like, I don't like saying I told you so. Normally I would say that. But I told you so. I told all of you so. I ain't the only one. I ain't the only one that told you so. A lot of people told you so. What was the problem? What was the whole problem? And I'm going to try not to keep it long, but it was crazy. This weekend was the best. First, let me give a shout out to Ryan Garcia and ask him humbly to forgive me from the past. I spoke the truth. I stand on what I say. I don't take it back. But at that time, Ryan, you were very confusing in this boxing game. Some of the moves you was making me sick. But you have changed. And I would tell you, young man, as long as you keep God in your life and you keep praying, good things gonna happen for you. Because maybe I was more upset because I saw the talent in you and you was squandering it away. Ryan is one of them type people that he is very talented, but he don't give his all. We all know people like that. Hell, I've been like that in school. Can do the schoolwork, get an A or B on something. Imagine if I took the time to study. That's what I used to say to myself when I was younger. So Ryan is actually the talent. What I can say about Devin, I always thought that he learned very well. Like it's almost like teaching a person how to dance. They know the dance moves, but you don't look like Fred Astaire when you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? You don't look smooth and swaggerlicious when you're doing it. And that's how I saw Devin. But I always thought that they put the cart before the horse with Devin. I've been saying it. And I don't know where his fans, how did they become so delusional? It was like going through the Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford thing all over again. And I was like, you guys, we don't have 5 more years of this bullshit. Think of all the claims that Bill Haney. I gotta rub it in. Think of all the bullcrap that he been saying all the time about his son when it wasn't necessary. All to be, having a good little fun, joking at others' expense. Like other people have said, when he started turning down other fighters just to put your son up there on cloud 9. The problem is the Haneys start reading their own press clippings. They was reading their own press clippings, hyping themselves up, and he say a lie enough, it becomes the truth. And that's what happened. That's why he lost. Point blank period. He lost because they believed the hype, them damn self. The hype that they put out, they believe. WJ Luckett is in the building. He says, salute Queen T. I'm here for it. I hate that Devin lost, but I believe he will bounce back from this. Yeah, he's young enough, WJ. He's young enough to bounce back from it. And be somewhat good. But I hope they learned the lesson, WJ, honestly. With all that trash talking, how do I say it? I understand trash talking, and sometimes it's necessary. But they were going a little beyond trash talking. And I'll give you an example. When he compared his son to Floyd Mayweather, where? And people actually believe that shit. Where? Some of my friends actually believe that shit. He got a better resume than who? I even heard Sergio, that commentator on The Zone, talking about he fight champion after champion. When? Y'all made a big to-do. A lot of Errol fans made a big to-do. Oh, so-and-so fighting my leftovers. Devin was fighting Tank's leftovers. Tank go get a diamond in his K9 and Devin go get one. The Haneys are forever putting their foot in their mouth. Devin is the one who posted that picture, by the way, of him and Diddy. Thomas, so you got to be in to be in the Diddy party. Little did he know what was coming around the corner. But I'm sure he heard about shit with Diddy just like the rest of us did. He don't have no discernment. His dad didn't have no discernment. And Ryan roasted his ass with that, got in his head. Ryan did an excellent job throughout this whole thing. A lot of people was actually saying he crazy. Why? Because the Haney said he crazy. Bill up there acting like Rocky Tom. If he dies, he dies. Acting like Draco. Why would you say that? Nobody wants to die doing a sport. Don't even play with that, because we already understand that in boxing, your life is on the line. That's already understood. So to say if he dies, he dies. By who? Yo, pillow-fisted son? I told y'all that dude won't all that everybody was hyping him up to be. I told y'all. Sometimes you got to sit back in the cut and wait. Ooh, whoever betted on this shit. If you betted for Ryan, you came up. Devin Haney, for some reason, was the darling of boxing. They loved him. He could do no wrong. When I say he caught favor, he caught favor. He didn't start from humble beginnings, but that's not a deal breaker or a career breaker. It's a fact. And maybe because Bill knew what palms agrees and who to talk to so that he don't fall into the pitfalls of most up-and-coming fighters, Devin got a break that way. Now he want to be splurging and get gold teeth and all that bullshit. You was never the killer. I'm laughing too much. Grinch is in the building. What's poppin', King? He says, salute. Ryan made me dollars. Grinch, Lord, you got to share that story. I wish I could get to a betting thing. Now, I would tell y'all, I'm going to be honest. When I looked at all the press conferences and everything leading up, I said Devin more than likely would win because I didn't know how serious Ryan was going to be. I'm telling y'all, he always been talented, Ryan, that is. But Ryan experiences low moments in his fights, and I don't know why. And Ryan even said, hey, I could have took it more seriously. I could have worked a lot harder. That's his self-evaluation of himself. And I was like, Ryan, if you work harder, boy, you will be a superstar for real. WJ said Devin went in with the wrong game plan. He should have just stayed behind his jab and stuck to boxing. He actually tried to bully the bully. A little bit, I would agree with you on that, WJ. But I absolutely think that sometimes you can have the greatest attributes as a fighter, but there will always be a fighter that can be better than you. And how they show it is that they nullify what you can do. See, I don't think a lot of people want to say that that's what Ryan did, but he absolutely did that. I can almost call out his plan. I ain't for sure, but I think Ryan, from the jump, from the rip, wanted Devin to feel him, to feel that power, and he succeeded to doing that in that first round, which made Devin hesitant. I don't think that it was so much Devin chose to fight a different way. Devin is Devin. Devin got to live with himself. He know he don't got power. And he know what he good at is being technically sound. And he got a gas tank forever. Kind of like a Landy Lara. A gas tank forever. Devin can beat you up technically all day, every day. If you ain't got the stamina or the condition, he'll get you. He'll get you. But Devin has fought people with power and he outboxed them. He wouldn't let them get close. But Ryan was faster than him. Those other guys that Devin fought that had power and he ain't let, like Regis, and he ain't let him get close. Regis was flat-footed and slower than Devin. Ryan was on his toes and faster. And he connected. If Regis would have hit Devin like Regis hit people, Devin would have been on the noodle legs as well. Probably could have got knocked out. But Devin was faster than Regis. He was not faster than Ryan. So to me, Ryan nullified his attributes, his jab and all that stuff. Had him second guessing. Because Devin could not be fast enough to stop that hook that they so famously like to tell Ryan he's a one-trick pony. Ryan actually can box. He actually can box. Yeah, I said it. Podcast is in the building. What's poppin', King? The Black Picasso. He said, what up, Miss T? What up? I don't know if you're a Devin fan, Black Picasso, but I wasn't a fan. I ain't gonna say I hate him. I felt for his fans almost like I feel about Errol fans. Can't stand them because they delusional. WJ said, what up, E3? Said, what up, WJ? Tay is in the building. What's poppin', King? He said, when Devin would jab, Ryan would eat it and throw a hook. Yeah. And then he said, Devin tried to be on the front foot and he's not on that. Right. And yeah, that's what killed Devin. It was the speed. Devin could not map out a plan or a course because Ryan was just too fast. And you want to diminish the one attribute he got. What did Devin say? I'm levels above you. Where, Devin? Sergio, oh, Devin is fought champion after champion. Who? He fought a lot of leftovers. Who he took? Devin did so good because he got all this contract and took Top Rank. Yeah, because they was square deal with him. Devin got different treatment. Imagine somebody else who was in Devin place to go down there and fight Cambosos. They would be a little wary because you don't know how all this gonna turn out. Bob Arum could have shelled them and made them wait to get that last fight. Made them fight some other fight. But they not gonna do the Haneys like that because they about their business. They own their business. But they got that in like that. So I don't give him props for what he did. He ain't do nothing no different than nobody else. He ran to a guy that he knew like the back of his hand. He can beat him in his sleep. What props I was supposed to give him? He said, yeah, what up? Let me see. I read all that, I think. Okay. Ryan had fast and handed. He said, I hate Ryan, so you know I was rooting for Devin and Trill Bill, but they got exposed. Yeah. I know you ain't like Ryan Garcia. I talked about him too. E3 had a whole podcast, was pretty much daring Ryan fans to show up in there. I was like, man, you got 9 million followers. Somebody show up. I wanted to prove that his followers don't translate into boxing fans. And for me, in that podcast, at the moment that I did it, I did prove it. Because it won't nobody that really came in there and spoke up for him. To have 9 million people, you would think at least 10 people would have showed up. Now, and I had that thumbnail up for a minute. And I know people, whether you look at my show or not, you see thumbnails. Just like I see thumbnails of shows I don't watch. And I made sure I was talking grimy. So to that, I apologize, Ryan. But if you step out of line, I'm going to do it again. I stand by what I said. But I'm liking what Ryan is doing now. Not all the way. I don't like everything he's doing. But I always tell you guys, I can't be a big fan. You will never be number one if you ain't going for the Super Bowl in boxing. If you're not trying to be a champ, you're not trying to be this, that, and the other, I can't really rock with you. But it don't mean I don't like you. You know who else is in that category for me? Tank. I like Tank. I pay to see Tank fight. But I can't really tuck him under my arm and be like, oh, I'm a fan of Tank. I can't all the way. Simply because he don't care about what I care about. I'm just not going to arbitrarily just pay for somebody to get rich just to see them on TV and box. No. Go for something. Make me earn my paycheck. GT Parker is in the building. What's popping, King? He said, don't hate Ryan, homie. Don't hate Ryan, homie. I ain't hating on Ryan. I'm just telling you how it was. I'm being transparent, GT. I've since kind of softened my views on young Ryan. GT Parker said, Bill ain't Trill. And let me tell you, I'm going to tell you what bothered me. I'm going to just be honest. With Bill, I don't like when black men in one breath say, oh, support your black man. Oh, it's about young king, young brother and all this. And then another breath, you putting motherfuckers down. Or especially, I think I was taking that a little bit because I was like, this boxing is trash talking. Okay, cool. But then when he be acting like he could pull a nigga card, a dude's black card, that's what fucking blew me. I was like, how you gonna challenge any black person on their blackness? And if y'all think I was gonna talk about his complexion, no, I'm talking about he got a whole white woman up there as his wife and everything. Not saying nothing wrong. You love who you love. And I'm sure Mrs. Haney is a sweet woman. Not saying nothing negative about her. But Bill, you can't talk the black power shit without a black wife. Sorry. Can't do it. Anybody who been following me for a long time, I said this shit 3 years ago when I was talking to Fred. I used to be on this show all the time. Had to tell the truth. I'm so sick of black men pulling that black card and shit and got a whole something else other than the black woman in the house. You can have a something else other than a black woman in your house. Cool. I have no problem. You love who you love, but you can't be black power no more. It is always going to be the case. There'll be jobs and things out there that we can't participate or we exclude ourselves from by just the actions we do. That's all I'm saying. You can believe what you want, you can feel how you feel, but you can't be on the platform black powering it out, especially questioning another person's blackness when you ain't even married to a black woman. And correct me if I'm wrong, all that FaceTime they do on all these social media, where's the black women? Now I know Ryan was trying to get under Devin's skin when Devin smacked him. It was like something about your mama. I ain't hear quite what he said, but he kept saying something about his mama and Devin got mad. Now I don't know if Devin's mom is sick or whatever. If she is, I hope she gets well. But where is the black women in the Haney family? Answer me that. Riddle me that. Yeah, I said the Pac said, GT, I hate him with a passion. He said, then so be it, homie. He said, he's a hypocrite, Miss T. You talking about Ryan? What's good? Not UT. What's good? Not UT. GT Parker, what you talking about? Shouty. You said, all evidence shows you do not stand for your people.
Something went wrong. Please try again.
Oh, shit. Sorry, y'all. That's my phone. Said, all evidence shows you do not stand for your people. Bill has pimpish mentality. He's all about the bag. GT, what you mean I don't stand for my people? Show me the black woman he lifting up. A lot of times y'all be talking that black power shit like it's just men. How the fuck did y'all get here if it weren't for a woman? Show me that. When black women uplift black people and talk that black power shit, they always got a gang of niggas around. Show me where the Haneys have black women all around them. I never see it. I'm supposed to follow somebody who don't even uplift somebody like me. Even if I thought it and felt it, I would have kept my mouth shut. But when you go out and you try to start challenging other black men's blackness, it's so many I can't count. If somebody say, well, when did he do it? He always do it. We have to catch him the next time. Maybe now that son got his ass whooped, we might not see it. But y'all know he always challenges here and there. Kind of like he tried to pull a black card because Garcia dad talked about, oh, you said not you, Bill. My bad, GT. I'm allowed to go off. But like when he was talking about Garcia's daddy hair. Now, a lot of men are sensitive about their bald spot. Garcia dad, Henry, that's his name. Henry didn't come out, tell the world he got a bald spot or he wearing a toupee. Whether he black, white, yellow, purple, he's still a man and he's sensitive about his shit. He didn't. That's not part of boxing. He ain't a boxer. He ain't gotta disrobe his wig off when his son fighting and then put it back on after the fight. That's his personal business. But Bill, you went in on his hair, and he's sensitive about it. And when he came back and told Bill, your hair nappy, where did he lie? Then what do Bill do? He try to rally the black people. Come on, shawty. Get some black women on your team, and maybe the rest of us will follow. I'm sure men don't, I'm not picking on the black men. Y'all might not pay attention to that, but I ain't no black man. I'm a black woman. The fuck I'm gonna follow black men who don't lift me up? Come on, shawty. Come on with that. Come on with that. PGH Big Dog is in the building. What's Papa King says? Salute Queen T. But if I can break it down, I'm gonna quickly break down what I saw. I saw arrogance, conceitness, putting the cart before the horse. That's the big one. I should have led with that. Because I've been saying that for years about Devin Haney. He's good. He's excellent. But you guys are putting the cart before the horse. Okay. One thing Devin got is a tank. And if you ain't got no tank, you ain't conditioned, oh, he'll get you all day. But he has a lot of flaws. And I was seeing it even before the JoJo Diaz fight. And JoJo Diaz, if he didn't step off the gas, we'd be talking something different. I had Lomachenko beating him, but I ain't mad at the decision. Life goes on. Kambosos, he was gonna beat when his sleep. That was an easy fight. I would have took off work to go to Australia to fight Kambosos. You know what I'm saying? If I was halfway conditioned as Devin. Devin knew he was gonna beat that fight. But nobody listened, just like them delusional Errol sexual fans. I got a friend today. He said that how did he say? He said, you let emotions rule what you think. That I have an inability to be objective. Okay, I asked him a point blank question. Did Errol Spence duck? Can we say he ducked again? He said, no, he didn't duck. He still be kind of like want to put it on terms. I said, Errol Spence and Charlo are ducking. No, Charlo got stripped of his belts. He's champion in recess. Now, look, I'm going to say first, I may be wrong, but I didn't know that Charlo had got stripped of his. I was hearing that he got stripped of the other belts. I honestly don't be paying that much attention. But when they strip you of your belt, they have to have a reason. You know what my boy turned it into? Now, he didn't say it exactly, but he alluded. He said, hey, it was a coincidence. It was right around that time Charlo got in trouble for hitting that girl or whatever. And they probably stripped him because his pendant, whatever, and he wanted to quote Dan Raphael and everybody else. I don't give a fuck about Dan Raphael. He's a reporter. If they stripped him because he has pending legal problems, they have to say it. Otherwise, Charlo asked to be stripped, or he asked to be champion in recess. That's how I look at it. Why else would they do it? Just for the hell of it? It ain't been that long since he had his fight. Why would they do it? What could have possibly be the reason why they strip him? And if they stripped him because of his legal whatever, they would have said so. So to me, my boy takes that situation and then he turns it into Charlo's pulled a boss move on Terrence because Terrence wanted that fight and he became champion in recess. So now Terrence got to fight him and then Charlo get first crack and then Terrence got to sign for PBC. Would y'all motherfuckers get the delusion out your ass? Terrence don't ever have to sign with PBC. Who is PBC? Hanging on by a thread. Who the fuck is PBC? I swear, y'all be fans of wrong shit. Judge by what go on in the ring. So, to me, that 143 getting back to Ryan, him being 143 does not matter. It doesn't matter to me. 3 pounds over, that, but, and I don't want to hear no Devin Haney fans talk about no weight. Because Devin Haney shouldn't even be fighting at those lower weights. He's a big ass motherfucker. He's a weight bully. He's a big motherfucker compared to the way he tried to fight at. Devin Haney will always come in the ring damn near a light heavyweight. 165 or more. He will always come in the ring fighting people. And if he fighting guys that's naturally should stay at 140, like Tank. Tank is 135, but probably could be 130. So that's a disadvantage. And that's your leverage, Devin. But that's the rules. So you know how to exploit the rules. Good for you. But you cannot complain about weight because everybody you beat got something to do with the fact that you was conditioned and you was bigger than them. Because it ain't for power. When they figured out Deontay Wilder, and y'all know how much I was a fan of Deontay Wilder. When they figured his ass out, then they figured him out. Henry Garcia said Devin got a weak stomach. Now we know he got a weak jaw. Now some people trying to say he didn't get his jaw broke. But we ain't say that about Lubin. We ain't say that about everybody else who face looked like that. Devin got his damn jaw broke. But they ain't gonna tell you because they too ashamed. That's what happened when you keep putting your foot in your mouth and putting the cart before the horse. Ryan Garcia is a more talented fighter than Devin. I see it. Devin wasn't all that. I saw that. And Devin ain't got no power. He has great stamina and he is technically sound. But shit, if you ain't got no to go behind it, what the fuck are you? Floyd is technically sound, but Floyd, I bet you anybody that got hit by him know he can crack. PGA said Dale should have put Lion Ryan on a rehydration clause. Ryan looked like he was 165 on Saturday. Nah, PGA, we got to be fair. You cannot do that to Devin, and Devin don't like that. Devin also do not give rematches, so he shouldn't get one. We got to be fair, no matter how we like him or not. GT Parker said Dev was 165 against Regis. What's the difference? Exactly. PGA said Haney should have fought Barbosa when Ryan missed weight. Smart business move. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. But remember, Devin, conceited ass Devin and the Haneys, aka B Diddy and them, said that Devin is levels above Ryan. So if Ryan is a C-level fighter, since y'all be hanging on, not y'all per se, but whoever be hanging on Devin Haney's jockstrap and everywhere he say, since hang on to this. If Ryan is a C and D level fighter, then what that make Devin? I said that about Errol Spence. If all of Terrence Crawford's resume was worth 0.5, that's what Errol said, then what that make Errol? Oh no. See that don't mean that Errol. Yeah, it exactly means that, because all of Terrence Crawford opponents did way better than Errol. And Ryan beat the dog shit out of Devin. And truth be told, it was more knockdowns that's on paper than is on paper right now. And that round, I think it was the 7th when he knocked him down. I swear he knocked him down a whole bunch of times. Every time somebody hurt Devin, he hugged him for dear life. He hugged him for. I was going to say a joke, but it's too nasty to say, so I ain't even say it. GT said I agree. I was like, y'all know about hugging people for dear life at certain times. PGA said they stripped Charlo. Bud looking to get big money in Saudi. I don't blame Bud. Fred really got you hating on PBC too. No, it's not PGH. Honest to God, it's not him got me hating. If you look at the facts, it's the facts. If people just admit the facts. When Devin beat Regis, I didn't come with no excuses. I stated the facts. He sure did. Dog walking. He sure did. He was right. I'm levels above you, Regis. Yeah, he was right. I ain't make no him and the horn and none of that shit. I cop to it. But some of these Earl fans and these Devin fans, y'all delusional. Y'all can't even cop to regular shit. How is you a fan of a damn network or a fan of the damn promotional company? Why? Why is that something to be? All these promotional companies do BS. Nobody is saying that. PGH. You gotta hear what people saying. Nobody's saying that none of the rest of them don't do shit. When people talking about PBC, they talking about PBC and what they did. Point blank period. Right there it ends. We can't say because other people do shit, now we can't hold PBC accountable to the shit that they do. We can't, that can't be how we live in this world. Dev never miss weight. Not the same thing. Stop the cat. What you mean? Not the same. I don't care about him not missing weight. Ryan did to Devin what Devin do to everybody. Yeah, he killed himself to make weight, but he balloons up. It's PGH. I think you said you did a little boxing, or some little, personal hand, a little bit about boxing. Just being a grown man, people don't balloon up like that. You don't balloon up 18-20% of your body weight or body fat in a 24-hour period. That's just not normally occurring. Now, the fact that he can get down It's great, but don't he look sick sometimes when he get down? He look like he don't look like he way too skinny when he do get down. Once you start experiencing that, and he's a grown man, then a hint to the wise should be sufficient. Then he need to take his ass up to the next weight. But whoa, he ain't gonna do that because the top dog in the 147 right now, other than Terrence Crawford, when he decides to give up those belts and go to the next weight. But right now, if it ain't Terrence, it's Boots. You think Devin gonna fight Boots? Boots will beat the shit out of Devin. And y'all know it. So that's why Devin is the weight bully. He stay where he can. I ain't mad at him. If you can get down to the weight, by all means. Ryan, what did Ryan lose? He made some money. He beat the shit out of Devin. And he don't give a fuck about no belts, but we knew that. That's why a lot of people don't like him. That's probably one of the reasons why the Black Picasso don't like him. He ain't about what we about. He ain't even trying to be a champion. A non-champion, C-level fighter, according to the Haneys, beat the shit out your son. What that make your son? Realistically speaking. They talk about Tank to death, and I ain't trying to defend Tank or whatever, but I'm saying Tank give exciting fights. He knock motherfuckers out. Whether you like him or not, that's what he do. Casual people like Tank. Devin want all that clout. That's what the young people say, right? He want all that clout, but he don't want to earn it. Now let me rephrase that, because he's a hard worker. He don't want to wait until it's earned. He know he a hard worker. He want it now. Spoken like a true spoiled silver spoon. I told y'all Devin want all that. I told y'all. You know. Now I'm if y'all want to break down more than what? Oh, Harvey Dock. Let me say that about him. I like Harvey Dock. I always thought he was a little too precautious. But Harvey Dock, you interfered in this fight. This first time I seen you do it, you tried to save Devin. Because when Ryan knocked him down the first time, the fight was over. And I dare anybody to come up here and tell me different. That fight was over. Harvey Dock was doing a lot of saving. And he got one knockdown in that round or two? I don't know. But by my count, like 3, 4. When you hit somebody so hard they fall into you, that's a knockdown, shawty. That's a knockdown. If he couldn't fall into Ryan, he would have been on the ground. But I mean, Devin knows how to clinch and shit. He really do know how to do that, and he holds all the time. The higher he go up in weight, the harder the opponents that he has to face. I don't know if he can make it. Because he got a glass chin and a weak-ass stomach. Al Moolah is in the building. What's poppin', King? He said, Miss T. DJ is in the building. Miss T, if people really watch the fight, Ryan low-key washed Devin. He beat the shit out of him. Beat the shit out of him. And Harvey Dock took that point. But up until that point, when Harvey Dock jumped in the way of them and was breaking them up, Devin was hitting them on the break all the time. But Harvey didn't see it, so I was like, all right. And that hitting in the back. Somebody please come and explain that. But I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to drop the link. Y'all come through, say y'all piece. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But I saw an ass whipping. And I'm laughing. Because that's what the fuck they get. The karma came back on them. You know what I'm saying? All that bullshit they be talking and all that crap. Turned out to be all lies. You know, we looking at the sparring tape with Tank and Devin, and they basically essentially saying, who you gonna believe? Your lying eyes or what I'm telling you? Motherfucker, I believe my lying eyes. When Tank told him he cracked him, that's what the fuck he did. With the Adrian Broner say, 8-ounce glove, no hair care. Bye. And ain't that the truth, Ruth? So I dropped the link. I know I did. Hold on. Yeah, I dropped the link. It's above you, DJ. If y'all want to come in and say something. Otherwise, I'll keep talking. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like and share button for me. Hook us up, please. I'm saying it nice. Pretty please. You know. Let me see what y'all say. He said Devin Haney never got a point for excessive holding either. He didn't. And he holds in every fight, DJ. And listen, if you all that, Devin, the smart thing to do was to circle around Ryan and hit him in the front. You absolutely went for his back. Now that shit angers me more than anything. I don't care who you are, because everybody trying to come home to their family. You trying to do something that could possibly cripple the boy. Ryan probably got to sit out a long time just for them back hits. And you was doing it on purpose, yo cheating ass. That's when I start having venom for him. I've always liked Devin, but I ain't gonna roll with the crowd talking about he all that in a bag of chips. But in that fight, and not taking up for Ryan, because he could have been fighting anybody else. You can't just sit up there and go for the back punch. And Harvey Doc said, you're turning towards him. Harvey, that's what they call angles. Go around and shut him down that way. There were times when Ryan didn't turn all the way and Devin was going for it. You hit him once there. Why would you do it more? I think when referees say you turned around, that excuse you one time, but 15, 10 times, send them in the back over and over again. What was you trying to do, Devin? You cheating ass. Now we see your character. When you can't win, you start cheating. Sound like Iris Landy Lara to me. Long as you win it comfortably or something, you think you win it comfortably, you gonna box and act like you the second coming. How dare you compare yourself to Mayweather? How dare you say you the face of boxing order? This is your era, the Devin Haney era, when you got a live wire and Terrence Crawford ready and willing to fight anybody. What the fuck is this shit? How dare you say that? But y'all ate it up. Y'all, his fans, y'all ate that shit up. And y'all ran with it, but I won't go run with that shit over here. I won't go run with all that shit. And I'm serious about the black power. It ain't just towards Bill. It's towards anybody black that come up here with that bullshit. I don't say nothing, but you better be all the way black. Your house, from the tippy top of your roof all the way down to your foundation, better be black. I'm going to get the clowning. Don't tell me about no black power and your house half black. Come on, nigga. And don't try to make it seem like I'm against the white girl. I'm not. Miss Haney, I'm sure you're a sweet person. I'm not. But your husband keep trying to act like he speaks for black people. No, you don't. No, you don't. Call it what it is. You can't do that. White men can't say white power and got a black sister in the house. Can't do that. Black men, y'all can't do it either. You want to be black power, or you want your other than black woman? And other than don't mean less than, but other than a black woman. Which one? Pick your poison. You can pick either one. I'm gonna respect you, period. But when you start calling out and challenging other people's blackness or trying to rally black people, cut the crap. Where your Devin Haney fans at? Where your B Diddy fans at? Ain't nobody got nothing to say? Hopefully, I'm glad that he took the fight. We ain't had to wait 5 years because he really thought he was going to wash him. But I honestly probably was on the hype train a little bit too, because I said, well, he technically saying he he gonna outwork Ryan, because a lot of times we don't know if Ryan working or not. But as far as playing crazy, I never thought Ryan was crazy. I never thought he was. I said he trying to sell a fight. Do anybody know the pay-per-view numbers? I don't. So can we call Devin Haney a C-level fighter? Can we call him C or B level? Because he ain't elite. Is he still on people's pound per pound list? My homeboy, who's a Devin fan, but he was also an Errol fan. This is what I thought about the delusion. I love my friend. Smart man. I go to him for a lot of stuff. Advice, help, all that. But when it comes to this boxing, sometimes we ain't on the same page. Like I said, he the one that told me I have an inability to be objective. that I'm leading my decisions and thoughts on off of emotion. That's crazy. He said, and I'm gonna paraphrase. I will say, and I quote, but I'm gonna paraphrase. Devin, something about Devin didn't use his jab. He tried to fight the wrong fight. That's first excuse number one. Devin was trying to be Devin. Ryan wouldn't let him be Devin. Number two, he said if they come back again, Devin gonna beat the shit out of him. Based on what? This is what I mean by delusional. He gonna beat Ryan based on what? If Devin would have beat Ryan like Devin beat Regis, could I come back and say, oh, if they meet again, Ryan gonna beat Devin ass, he gonna beat the shit out of Devin? And then I'm sure everybody and their mama could say, Miss T, based on what? Y'all hit that like button, please. Please hit that like button. If you never subscribed before, hit that subscribe. Based on what? Let's see. They both had three fights they won on each other in the amateurs, which don't really count. Now they supposedly grown men. So this, I guess, is the tiebreaker. So if Devin would have been victorious, could I come back and say, oh, next time Ryan gonna beat the shit out of him? Y'all would laugh me up out of here. Y'all would definitely laugh me up out of here. PGA said Dev never used his legs. He never fought like he fought on Saturday. PGH, okay, I'm gonna just be diplomatic and let you answer. Why didn't he do it? Riddle me that. You said he never used his legs. He never fought like he fought on Saturday. Why? What possessed him in the name of Diddy to not use his legs and fight like he used to fight? Why? Oh, why couldn't he pass the peas like he used to do? Tell me that. I'm just being funny, PGH, but tell me that. You say he never, and you capitalize the end. So you making emphasis on that. He never used his legs. Why? What possessed him not to use his legs? When all the fights that he fought before, he used his legs. Why not now? You see where I'm taking you to? Because if you answer that, then you would have given an excuse. But if you have one to give that's valid, we'd like to hear it. Can anybody else answer why Devin never used his legs? And he never fought like he fought prior to this fight. Why? It's only been, 2 fights since we seen Ryan's fake ass, fugazi ass shoulder roll, but it be working for him. We can say all day, Ryan, Why you keep using that? You know what Ryan said? Because he wants to. Quick answer. If he got his ass whooped using that shoulder roll, what can he say? We'll say, Ryan, why are you using that shoulder roll? Don't you think that's what made you get your ass whooped? I wanted to. I thought I could do something with it. That's what Ryan would have said. But Devin fans can't never be, I ain't gonna say honest, but can't never be to the point like that. He never used his legs. Why? I'm waiting on the answer still. Why? That's a relevant statement, but that's also a relevant question. Why not? I'm the best boxer. This is my era. I'm better than Floyd Mayweather, which arguably is the best fighter. One of the best fighters ever. This is my era, but we have a person named Terrence Crawford who's still an active fighter in this era. But it's Devin's era. I fought champion after champion. I don't know, want to be telling that lie. I ain't saying Devin and them said that, but that commentator always said that. What champion after champion? Name them. Floyd took O's. He took belts off of people. Ryan took belts off of Cambosos. And he took a belt off of Regis. I ain't diminishing it. But Regis already had a loss. Cambosos was an easy win. Easy win. He lucked up when he fought T.O., I think. But it's a win. I got to give it to him. Devin better not get in that ring with Subriel Matias or Pitbull Cruz or Shakur. Y'all know I had Shakur beating all of them. Devin, motherfucking Lomachenko, Tank, and who else? And wait a minute. Yeah, but all of them. All the 135. I had Shakur beating them all. He's just a better boxer. That's why I picked him. He's a better boxer than Devin. To me. And I said this years ago. So this ain't nothing new. Or whatever. I mean, it's, like I said, it's one thing to talk shit. It's another thing to put your foot in your mouth all the goddamn time. They clowned on him when they released that tape. But Bill asked for it. We ain't see shit. Prove it. I bet you 20,000. Did Bill ever pay him? What Ryan do? Release that bitch. Sure, Floyd gave it to him, but shit. That's why we don't understand why you was beefing with Floyd. Especially out in public. You know how petty that dude can be. WJ Lucky said, just curious, if a black man marries other than a black woman, is he automatically against it? No. Let me be clear. And that's why I repeat sometimes, guys, because I want to be clear. You love who you love. You understand? You love who you love. And people are people. There's only one race to me, is just the human race. But we live in the culture that we live in. And people make distinctions. Just like you send your kid to the daycare, a kid 0 to 5 is still a kid. But you can't put a 1-year-old ass with a 5-year-old. You have to make distinctions, right? We live in a culture where we make distinctions. I'm saying that if that's what you choose, great, fine, no problem. I respect your wife. I respect you as a black man. What I don't like is when you start diminishing and putting down black men in the vein of you more black than him. When I can get that feel in your context of what you're speaking, or you try to pull a black man's black card, or you trying to rally black people up against some shit, no. You lost your authorization to be black power on the platform. Just don't do it. It makes y'all look silly. It will make anybody, I ain't gonna say y'all, whether it's a woman doing it, man doing it, different races do it, it makes people look silly when they do that. And Bill does it a lot. He does that a lot. But yeah, I don't ever see the Haneys uplifting, empowering black women. I don't see it. And you have never heard me say this before. I'm saying it today. He don't have to. He wasn't expected to, but he missed the black power. But me as the black woman, I'm supposed to follow behind people like that. When I clearly see they don't give a damn about black women. Because if you did, you would uplift them. You would put them up front. You think all them niggas hanging around ain't come from between a black woman's, legs? How the fuck they get here? But you don't never see, and like I said, that's cool. But you can't be black power. You can still be that in yourself, but you can't be the spokesperson. Let me say it like that. You can't be the spokesperson. Because then you make a motherfucker say, well, your black wife. You make people say that or think that. And that's real talk. Andrew Charles is in the building. What's Papa King? He says, salute Miss T. You make people say that, WJ. At least that's how I see it. And I know black women because I'm a black woman. And I be around a lot of black women. And most of us do feel that way. I can't speak for every black woman, but I don't have to travel too far and look too far to find black women who think like that. We do. That's why y'all be like, we can't unify. We can't, because I'm not following somebody who don't think much about me. Not me personally, but me like me. People like me. Why would I follow you? To be what? Put at the bottom? No, thank you. That's how I look at it. And he's pulled the black card one too many times. I don't like that. If you marry somebody for who you love, don't even bring it up. Even if you married a black woman, I ain't got nothing to say. I don't go searching. Oh, let me see if this nigga married to a black woman. Let me go see. I don't care about that. I don't be doing that. But when you steadily talking black power shit, and I don't see no black women. Don't see them at all. I bet one retirement check Devin won't marry no black woman. I bet you that. I mean, I can't help what I see and what I think. He won't do it. He let some of these other non-black people and men tell him he ain't cute or he ain't handsome, and that's not true. But maybe that got to him. He got that big nose, so what? He's still a nice looking man. But that's how I see it. That's how I see it. You want to start talking black power and black unity and for the black man, we'll get you a black woman. Then you can bring the black women with you in that and hoorah and all that. But right now, he's standing on the island as far as I'm concerned. That's just how I see it. So I hope that's clear. I ain't got nothing against Miss Haney. God bless her. I'm sure she's a sweet person. Nothing negative to say about her. And me saying, but she's not black, is not a negative thing to say about her. She's not. But I'm saying Bill and anybody like him should think about that the next time they start talking about black power shit. I just label this shit black power. Like, the black man, and we got, nah, nigga, nah. It's like when Umar Johnson tried to go on this campaign, let me teach black women how to be black women. I look to come on this platform and say, let me teach y'all black men how to be black men. I ain't had a day as no black man, but I'm going to tell a man who been a man all his life how to be a man. Come on, cut the crap. That shit is irritating to whoever it applies or whoever hear it. That's how I feel. I was rocking with Umar Johnson till he did that. Because you know what? I knew he was lying. I knew he was lying by the subject he picked. And what we found out, Not only do he mess with people other than black, which ain't no crime, Mr. Black Power himself, but he was doing everything he was telling the black women not to do. But you want to teach us not to do, and that's gonna solve the problem. Takes two to tangle. So I hope that cleared it up. He said, I advocate for reparation and justice for all black Americans, men and women. That is black empowerment. And then you cool. WJ, then you cool. Me and my brother, he's for the reparation too. I happen to think, and this is my opinion, that'll never happen. I mean, there's other ways you can be more clever in how you want to get the reparation, but I don't think that they would ever give black people block grants. You know, like, I don't think that this country will ever do it. And so sometimes, you know, we can get into a battle because we do got to fight things if it's right, but we got to understand also how much emphasis or how much time and effort you put into it, especially when you know something's not going to happen. Trump can't promise you that. No Republican can promise you that. In fact, they tell you straight to your face they don't want it. So I don't even know how black people vote for them. A lot of shit that black people need and want, the Republicans could care less. So that's number one. But, you know, the Democrats will never be able to do it because they will never, they like the black race. They will never unify. You'll vote a president in, but you won't give the president the House and the Senate to do the things he said he want to do. And then you get mad at the president. And that's how it is in the Democrat side all the time. Republicans understand the game. Don't make me want to beat them. I don't want to beat them, but they understand the game. Get me the presidency, but give me the House and Senate too, because I can't do shit without them. And then the people that really be making laws that affect your everyday life, that be messing you up, is the governorship in those state houses and Senate per state. Nobody wants to show up for voting for that. Even your local councilman, you don't want to show up to vote for that. And then you wonder why, you know, we have the police brutality thing that we got. And that ain't got nothing to do with the federal level. That's all state. But I'm going to get off my politics because I swore I was going to take a long ass break from that. And I have. Andrew Charles said, I've rewatched the fight a couple of times. Devin showed a ton of heart. He kept getting up and fighting. I respect that. Yeah, he did. A lot of fighters do. We don't have a lot of times you got to save the fighter from themselves. We don't have multiple upon multiple fighters who don't try to get in there and show heart. We have little secluded times when a fighter obviously ain't in it and be quitting. You know, Devin points out that Ryan quit. I've never spoke on it, and this is the first time. I can't really defend Ryan. Do I believe Ryan ribs was hurt in practice? Yeah. I think Tank even alluded to that they knew that, you know. Maybe that pain was painful, you know. But do we think that, did I ever start thinking that Ryan was a quitter? No. I never felt that way about him. It can happen to anybody. You ain't at your best that day, whatever. If he already had a prior injury, but look how much money that fight made. So he made the right call to go through with it regardless. In hindsight, we can say a lot of stuff, but at the time, he made the right call because they broke a record. They made the pay-per-view. You know, they made enough in pay-per-view where they got paid buku money. They rich for like, neither one of them have to box ever again. They got it. At 25, Ryan Garcia at 25 was able to do something and accomplish something in regards to finances that most fighters take 10, 15 years to do. Early. He made a killing. And he said he made over 30 million with the Tank fight. It remains to be seen what he made with this. But this fight did not sell out. And why didn't it? Because we know that Ryan can be in a fight that sells out, but we don't know that about Devin. But in the end, whatever this fight did, it's to both of their credit, because they was the ones on the bill. You said, do I got an Instagram? Yeah. I'm trying to load this shit up on Instagram. I ain't figured it out yet. You know, I'm slow with the devices. TDT50. He said, I got a crazy side-by-side pic of Ryan in the Tank fight and Haney fight. Ryan looks like a toothpick in the Tank fight. Yet, what Ryan said, what it was for him. I was too small. I was drained. I couldn't do it. And everybody was like, why did you miss the weight? I mean, he probably couldn't. Why did Shakur miss the weight? Because he couldn't do it. Sometimes it be like that. That light switch turn on at weird times in people's lives. They don't know ahead of time. All they know is up until that point, they was losing weight. Ain't that what y'all say about Earl? Sorry, I'm getting that cool, refreshing drink, water. Then y'all say Earl was weight drained. He just can't make the weight. He made it the year before, no problem. He ain't say shit about having problems with weight. Then when he fight Terrence, that's what the issue is. You didn't stay. You on purpose chose to stay at 147 all this time, but because you got your ass whooped, now there's a weight problem. Okay. I'm not accepting no excuses with this Devin Haney or whatever. Ryan made a calculated move. First of all, I didn't think he was crazy. Devin and them said he crazy. And how insulting is it to tell people that a motherfucker on cocaine or drugs? That's insulting. I'll be ready to fight Devin and his daddy saying some shit like that to me. All of y'all would feel that way. You don't just say that about nobody without the absolute proof. You can feel how you want to feel. I could feel that Ryan is on drugs like a motherfucker. But you know how I would say, in my opinion, it ain't even worth saying it when y'all on the platform stage. People, us on these YouTubes could say, in my opinion, I think that Ryan is doing drugs. I don't know that for sure, but he just seemed like a person, blah, 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 blah. But on a platform where millions supposed to be watching, you call the dude a drug addict. And then did y'all hear the news that it turned out that Ryan was actually drinking apple cider? It wasn't beer. But he got in his head. Isn't that a tactic? The fight game is bigger than just in the ring. It's on the scale. It's on the conference. It's in the conferences. It's in all your press releases and your social media nowadays. Ryan won that. He got in Devin head. And so if Devin wasn't focused, it's because he allowed Ryan to get in his head. If he ain't focused, and you know what, that's supposed to be a no-no. You don't get no excuse with that. That means Ryan won. He beat you mentally and physically. He beat your ass physically, really. He beat you physically. And it's almost like the whole time I'm watching the fight, Ryan knew he was going to win. He knew he was going to catch your ass. That first shot that he caught him, he didn't lay the whole glove on him. Devin got a piece of that shot. He threw the shot and it caught Devin at the edge of the glove. Like he didn't put that whole glove on Devin. And that shit fucked Devin up. Rearranged some shit in his nose. Man. And then who's gonna be denying that Devin jaw ain't break? We laughed when Fundora did it. We laughed when it was Lubin who got his face beat down real bad. Who else got their face beat down real bad? We like, damn, nigga, he broke all kinds of shit in your face. Won't y'all bragging how Earl was the eye collector and the rib collector? So y'all have to laugh at y'all favorite fighter when he get his jaw broke. It shows you he's human. I probably can figure out why his jaw got broke. One, he could not stop Ryan. Ryan was too fast. So when Ryan clocked his ass, okay, the speed and the power in which he clocked him, Devin has a problem when he fight, he pokes his lip out and open his mouth. Like he about to suck on a lollipop or some shit. I don't know what he doing. And I ain't even trying to be funny. Y'all see him when he poke his lip out and have his, it's like a circle, and I'm doing it as I'm trying to speak. He like, lip all. I wish y'all, that's crazy. I'm trying to say it as I speak. Y'all can't see me. Poke his lip out with his mouth open. That's a no-no. That's an easy way to get your jaw broke. Mouthpiece and all. A lot of people got their mouth or their jaw broke from opening their mouth while they fighting. All kinds of shit can happen. You can bite your tongue, clean the fuck off. Yeah, if Ryan would have hit him with that kind of power, and Devin got his mouth open like that and hit him like an uppercut, Ryan could have bit his tongue off. I mean, not Ryan. Devin could have bit his tongue off. But he got his jaw broke. Ain't no way in hell you can say that he didn't. But the Haney's gonna tell you that didn't happen. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna act. You know what? I assume. We're gonna wait. I want to see in this week what they're gonna say. Who in here believe that Devin should get him a rematch? Y'all say so. Y'all believe that? I don't. I'm gonna put the link in the chat one more time. Y'all want to come through and save y'all peace? Did it work? Okay. Alright. I put the link in there. Now some of the other fights, that was alright. That dude Scrappy, he has a great personality, but he got his ass whooped. Now, I feel bad for the young man because that guy he was fighting, I don't like his style. And I hope somebody whoop his ass. He fights with his head. I don't like anybody to fight with their head. I don't like people doing rabbit punches. And I don't like people doing the back. It shows me you can't fight and you ain't all that. But the dude, as far as the tenacity of the dude or his can't quit attitude or his relentlessness, oh, that dude that Scrappy fought was woo, he was bad as a motherfucker. But he was throwing his head, he was using his head. He's just one of them fighters who can do that without it look like that that's what he's doing. But I saw it all day. He, but maybe, I don't know, he could take a punch. He was barely touched. Scrappy probably was shocked and caught off guard a lot from the headbutts, from the head, when he was poking his head in him, and just, the little cheating holding him as he hitting him, and that guy will meet somebody that won't let him do that. But I think Scrappy was caught off guard with that. Scrappy preferred to box, but sometimes Scrappy, when you get in there with a dog like that, you got to become a dog too. Can't be no bunny rabbit. Andrew said, this is what I've been saying today when people bring up a rematch. Did you see Devin's face after the fight? Yeah. I should have put, I don't know if I should have put the picture up. I didn't save it. But yeah, when your face starts swelling and it's mushy, but it don't look like it's a knot. You can tell the difference between a knot in your face and just swelling. When it's all mushy, swelling like that, bones have been broken. Bones have been broken. And when Ryan had that short, when they was clinched up and Ryan hit him with the short right and then came with that left hook, knocked him the fuck out. He was gone then too. But Harvey Doc should have counted him out. I've seen you count people out for less, Harvey. And I wasn't understanding that. And you didn't count a lot of those knockdowns. And so that wasn't cool neither. And then you say he turning his back. And that's all you needed to tell cheating ass Devin. Because you became a cheater. Devin, you became a cheater that night. Because you wasn't winning. So it became by any means necessary. You hit that dude in the back. What were you trying to do? Disable him? Destroy some shit? What were you really trying to do? Ryan probably ain't gonna say it, but it's up to people, the fans, to know that Devin Haney resulted to some dirty tactics because he couldn't beat Ryan. So that's why I'm laughing at motherfucking Devin Haney now. Yeah, I'm laughing at y'all because y'all get what y'all get. It's karma. Y'all put y'all foot in y'all mouth too many times. Andrew Charles said his jaw was already messed up before Ryan landed that right-left combo. It was brutal. What you mean, Andrew? Like you saying before the first bell ring, before the first round, Devin came in there with a messed up jaw? Is that what you saying? Because I didn't see it. Every injury in that jaw and in that face came from Ryan putting them hands and feet on. That's all Ryan right there. We got to give him his credit. I do have one critique of Ryan, and it probably ain't what he think. Ryan, if you ever listening to my podcast, you're welcome to come here, speak your piece, let the world know, number one. Number two, when you talk about the Lord, now, I am not a preacher, reverend, or anything. I'm just saying it bends the ear to me. And I'm sure your parents could tell you the same, and others that you might respect more. When you talk about the Lord and everything, and then right behind you say that in the same breath, start saying some of the stuff that you were saying, like suck my dick and eat a dick or whatever the fuck you were saying, that kind of bends the ear. It's a turn off, Ryan. Don't fall into that. Put some space in between when you're praising the Lord and when you're going postal on somebody or you got something to say. Now, we all have done that. My mama had to remind me. Like, I just can't, I can't listen to this kind of talk. And I don't be meaning to cross-pollinate nothing. But sometimes we cross-pollinate. And I'm just saying, whatever God you have, whether you Muslim, a Catholic, or any kind of Christian, I'm just say it like that, or a Buddhist or whatever, when you talking about that higher power to you, it kind of bends the ear to right around the same breath say some derogatory or not so pleasant words. And that's all I'm saying. You do what you want. You're a grown man. But that's just, hey, Ryan, I'm throwing a little constructive criticism. I hope you receive it well. Andrew Charles said, I thought you was talking about the last knockdown. There was so many, Andrew, to be honest. It's hard to keep up with them. It was so many. But I'm going to tell you, I'm 2 for 2. I'm 2 for 2 and I'm counting. Because, we can all make predictions and everything about different fighters. And, fighters I don't know much about or not seeing, but if I give constructive criticism, like I'm really honed in, like I've talked about Errol, I've talked about Terrence, because we've been all waiting on that fight. That turned into a big fight. But Devin, he's, been improving in his career and everything. And his dad makes sure he stay in the top news and all that stuff, trying to obtain or get his perks and his props, and they ain't got a problem with that. But you don't have to use a lot of hyperbole to sell somebody or embellish on what the person really have or exaggerate what they really got. Devin Haney, to me, was an excellent technical fighter. I mean, if you think about fighting, I know in karate they call it kumite. Kumite, I think I'm saying it right. It's a dance. You can do the dance very well, Devin. You know the steps and all that stuff. But we all see that in your dance, you don't come off like Gene Kelly or Fred Astaire. I'm dating myself. You don't have that swagalicious. I can't think of these new age dancers that y'all will give big props to. But Gene Kelly and Fred Astaire, I've seen people do the same moves they do, but when they do it, it looks different. It looks swagalicious. And Devin, a lot of people didn't feel that your dance, for all your 1-2 step around angles, feints and all that, it never looks swagalicious. And that's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to. But in boxing, it's a fight game. At one point, you're going to get somebody that's going to be on you like white on rice. And what you showed is you're not effective in handling pressure. It's a lot of technical stuff you can't do. You can't fight off the back foot. I don't know why you open your mouth and ain't nobody fix that shit. Because that's probably why you got your jaw broke. It was bound to happen. And you can't handle power. Linares gave us a little glimpse. Ryan cemented that thought. You don't got a chin. Just like y'all run around and say Thurman didn't have a stomach, Devin Haney ain't got a chin. Because the few times he got connected on it, he got the stanky leg. Now, Henry Garcia said the trick to beating Devin Haney is to hit him in the gut because he's stomachy. He said we always knew that, but now the world know it. So there you have it. That's what he said. So the next person to fight Devin, you already know, connect to that chin, connect in that stomach. But Devin will always outwork any lazy fighter. You cannot be lazy fighting him. He can go all day, and he can keep you at bay if you're hesitant. But if you got power and you jump on his ass like white on rice and you let him feel it, he gonna be hesitant all night. You gonna take away his jab and all that stuff. The keys to victory with him: hit him in his chin, hit him in his stomach, be faster than him. Speed kills Devin. And it just really looks stupid now when Bill was saying if he dies, he dies. That shit looks so stupid now. You really thought your son could do that? Ryan never gave a care, and that's what I'm remembering. Leading up to this fight, Ryan never gave a care. He was like throwing his hand like, whatever. Yeah. Call me whatever you want. Yeah, okay. Whatever. All right. Devin just knew everything was on his side. You got karma. You got karma in this fight. Karma came to visit you. Because y'all been living foul for a long time. And I'm just talking about what you say out in public. Y'all always go for the low blow. I can think about things Bill said to Shakur, which was low blow. We might thought it, we might know about it, but you tried to say it. And nobody else was even going there. I was like, oh, that's low. Shit you say about Tank, the way you talked about Calvin, all in the name of putting your son on top. But your son don't belong on the top. He belong in the middle, under the middle, and the bottom. Because if Ryan was sea level, and that's what sea level does to your son, then your son belong at the bottom. Now y'all embrace that. Become one with that. Love that. And let's see what you're going to do going forward. Because you ain't getting a rematch. If I was Ryan, now let me not say you ain't. Because I'm not Ryan. I don't make no decisions over there. But if I was Ryan, I wouldn't give him no rematch. Y'all can't think of a reason why Ryan should. And somebody, please, in my chat, in the email, somewhere, or even right now, if you got the answer, I don't know because I'm a little confused. I thought even though you can lose the belt on the scale, which Ryan never had the belt, but he lost his ability to win the belt. If he won, then that also meant that Devin loses his belt. But some people said, no, they said they won't fighting for the belt. But I've never seen it. I could be wrong. I've never seen it done that way. I always thought if you lose, then the belt is lost. You don't get to keep it, Devin, and he don't get to get it. I thought it always went like that. So I don't know what kind of backroom deal that was made in that short amount of time where Devin win, lose, or draw, get to keep his belts. I win, I understand. Draw, I understand. But lose, you shouldn't be champion. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But that's all I had to say about it. Y'all know I had to come back. I'm working with limited gear, y'all. My stuff is packed out. So I was glad I could get on here, say my piece or whatever. And until the next time something exciting happened, Devin, you got what you deserve. I'm sorry, bro. You're a nice guy. I'm sure you're a sweet young man. But you and your daddy, y'all been doing some foul shit with y'all mouth. And so, hey, you got what you deserve. I can't feel sorry for you. Because you was essentially talking blasphemous. And you got your just reward. And no matter what you say and what you try to do, you got your ass whooped by what you call a C-level fighter. And he whooped you good. And he ain't, y'all say he didn't train, he didn't take it serious, and then he echoed it. I think he did train and take it seriously, but just to, keep in tradition with what the fuck y'all saying. Oh, if I'd have tried hard enough. Nigga, you ain't try hard enough? If he'd have tried hard enough or trained hard enough, damn, Devin, I guess Henry and them would have been saying, if he dies, he dies. Because damn, that's what not trying looks like. Devin, what that make you now? Hopefully it teach y'all what to say and what not to say going forward. But that's all I got. If anybody else got anything else, let me know. Take a swig of my water. All that to say, boxing fans, don't be fooled by nothing. Nobody is the great at 25. You just can't say it. You can see if somebody on that path to greatness, but to say somebody great at 25, to act like you got the better resume, the better everything over people like Floyd Mayweather. This is just to the casuals out there that may listen. Floyd Mayweather been boxing since 1996 Olympics. He went pro October 11, 1996. He ain't never lost a fight for damn near 20 years. And he got robbed of his gold medal. And the referee thought that. The other people that worked in that Olympics thought that. But in the end, he, as a professional, he never lost. 50 fights undefeated. He won so many championships. And he made the most money. He was where he was supposed to be. And he faced so many different styles. And as Floyd said, I can make adjustments. I can adapt. I can find a way to win. So how you compare yourself to that person? Floyd never said he was the great at 25. Y'all did. Then you got Terrence Crawford, who is in his mid-30s, been fighting since he was probably younger, 20, whatever, 21. You never heard him say he was the great. He had to earn that shit. And he just went over the top with fighting Errol Spence last year. But at 25, y'all can say you great. This your era. Then you can call people B and C fighters. And then they turn around and whoop your ass. What that make you? So boxing fans out there, to y'all casuals, you got people like me and others that will sit here and break shit down and tell you the truth. Devin Haney was not elite. He would have been, and he could have been, but it was too early to tell. That's all I can say about him. I ain't putting him down. He was on the path. He is great. He do a lot of good, and boy can fight. Don't get it twisted. He was on that trajectory. But then he messed up by being arrogant, conceited, and putting the cart before the horse. And now everybody laughing. And you got to eat this humble pie. You have to eat it. Embrace it, love it, become one with it. That's all to it before y'all move forward. Think about the words that come out your mouth before y'all say it. And I know they don't want to change, and Bill don't feel sorry for what he be saying and all that shit. And that's how unfortunate. So that's what make people don't feel sorry for how they feel. I ain't saying it's Bill's fault, but you are a catalyst to why people be turned off with Devin. And then Devin, you let it happen. The thing about being grown is to take ownership of your own life and your own shit. No matter what your father's saying, you can set him straight. Or you can say, Dad, don't say that no more. I don't want to be known like that. But some of y'all don't know how to put an end to it. I go back to Floyd. He got his dad not saying shit that he don't want him to say. How did Floyd do it? But y'all can't do it. But y'all better than Floyd. Yeah, right. But anywho, don't be fooled. Try again next time, Devin. But you better stay away from them power shots. Better stay away from the killers. You ain't beating T.O. You ain't beating Subriel Matias. You ain't beating Pitbull Cruz. Nah, not with that chin. But that's all I have. So I'm going to say peace.